How much was a sausage egg McMuffin in 2015? For two of them, it's $5. Now, today, is it still $5? Not even close. It's like double the price. Oh my god. My poor sausage egg McMuffins. Anyways, that tells you, based off McDonald's prices, your money is becoming worth less. Welcome to the beginning stages of Venezuela, America. Anyways, it'll take like at least 100 years to do that. But anyways, versus Bitcoin, there can only be 21 million Bitcoin. You can't print these. The US Gov can literally pull out a computer. I'm not even pull out a computer, put a couple of zeros, done. Congratulations, your McMuffin that you love so much, here's the McMuffin, is now worth $20 for one day. Now, let me ask you something. What, the money you currently use, the money you use right now, what is it backed by? It is backed by the full trust of the US government. And you're like, oh, I don't trust the government. In some way, you do. Do you go to work? Okay, if you don't go to work and you're unemployed, you collect unemployment benefits. Then you trust them. If you use the money in any way, shape, or form, you in some way trust the US government to do the right thing with what you hold. It's the same thing for Bitcoin, except Bitcoin is, yes, more complicated. This is just the US dollar. And then it's separately a Venezuela dollar, and then it's separately a China dollar, and it's separately the yen, whatever the fuck it's called. Anyways, this right here, this Bitcoin is basically like having all of these bills in one. You don't have to go, let's say you want to go travel. You're going from Australia to China. You have to go to the bank, take the money you currently have, switch it to yen, and then you can go over there. You see how time consuming that is? If you just had Bitcoin, you could just go. You don't have to go to the bank. You just go. And then you use Bitcoin to make purchases and everything. Now you're like, oh, but I heard that Bitcoin, it takes like 30 minutes or something to even transact. Like, it's so much slower. That is correct. Since there's only 21 million of them, Bitcoin, with the Lightning Network, is fast, but I like to think of Bitcoin less as a spend and more as a save. That's where other currencies come in. Okay, like, what is there? I think there's Solana. There's like ETH. Stuff like that. Solana is extremely fast. Oh, there's also Litecoin. I personally, I think Litecoin is like basically Bitcoin, except it's a lighter version. So, and it's only $100 last time I checked. So that one might be a sleeper. Not financial advice, of course, but nobody's paying attention to it. It's like, it's been around almost as long as Bitcoin, and it's just hasn't moved yet. Same thing with that other one. I think it's called Dash Coin. No, not DoorDash. Which, it's kind of weird if you DoorDash and then Dash Coin is only $20. It's like you're paying DoorDash prices right now, and it's, if you're a DoorDasher, maybe that's your opportunity to make money. Oh, sorry, I'm just thinking to myself. Anyways, so the US dollar is backed by the full faith and trust of the US government. That includes politics and whatever. And then Bitcoin, what Bitcoin is backed by, okay. Well, it's starting to anyway. It's not fully yet. It's not a foundation, but from what I see, is Bitcoin is going to be backed by the full faith and trust of the global government. That means all governments together. Since Bitcoin can literally be valued as, like, say one day you have a Bitcoin in the bank and you want to go and withdraw it. When you do the bill, you just get your bill. When you do a Bitcoin, whatever country you are from, and you withdraw from the bank, you get your currency that you're from. That's how it works. Like, Bitcoin is literally the entire world currency versus the US, the Venezuela, the yen, all those. It's so complicated and it's old. Bitcoin it's so much easier. Okay. Now you're probably wondering, couldn't someone just make another Bitcoin? Correct. Yes, someone could make another Bitcoin. But the issue with that is, with Bitcoin, there's history. There's transactions. It's called, like, what they call it. Let's see. With Bitcoin, you know, whenever you make a transaction, there's like transaction blocks. Like, there's one block, and in this block, there's like, mama buys eggs, your grandma buys cookies, and all that stuff. You buy your favorite porno magazine or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, and then once this block is filled up with transactions, then a new one emerges. And that one has a bunch of other transactions, such as like McMuffins, Krispy Kreme donuts. Sorry. Anyways, and it just keeps going forever and ever. And you're like, okay, so does that mean like one day we're going to run out of Bitcoin? Technically, no. Because as the price goes up, it becomes harder and harder to obtain Bitcoin. Like, to buy a piece of a Bitcoin can literally go like literally forever. And that's just to own one Bitcoin one day. Like, it'll become so minute, if that like makes sense. So technically, yes, there will be less of them, but there will always be an extra zero that can be made.